In this week's marketing tip of the week, I want to share 3 steps that you need to make sure you follow before you run any kind of campaign for your food business. When it comes to social media ads, Google ads, or anything you're thinking about doing. Step number 1, reputation management, social proof, Google My Business, your Google business profile page. You need to make sure that you're competing with your competitors, your immediate competitors in your area. So if somebody's rating 4 stars, you need to make sure you're at least at 4 stars or 4.5 stars. And I would focus and put all my energy to Google business profile because you have a lot more control than other platforms like Yelp. So focus on getting your reputation up so you don't waste money when you bring people to your website and they go look up your business name on Google and they see that your competitors have better ratings and a lot more reviews. Focusing on ratings is more important, but the amount of reviews obviously is important as well, but is not as important. So if your competitor has like 1,000 reviews and they have 4 stars, if you can get your reviews up to at least 100 and have 4 stars, you're okay with comparing yourself to that competitor. And then step number 2 is website SEO best practices. At this point, I'm talking about foundational SEO optimizations, which means getting your title tags correct, creating the pages that you need for the type of service that you have. So if you're a caterer, making sure you have a page that talks about wedding catering when it comes to full service, and then another page talking about drop-off wedding catering, or maybe another page talking about buffet style wedding catering. When you separate these pages, Google will look at that and will rank you a lot better in your local area when you set it up correctly. And when you're creating ads and sending people to your page, if your page is already optimized and set up correctly, Google will give you brownie points because now people are coming to your page, but it's not from your initial SEO reasons. It's because you created the ad, but even though they came with ad, Google doesn't care as long as they're on your web page and they're scrolling and you set it up correctly with following the foundational SEO practices, then you get brownie points. You get brownie points from Google and Google will start to rank you better even when if you stop running those ads in the near future. So that's very important. And number 3 is Optin on your website, which basically means capturing email and their information for remarketing purposes and nurturing your leads. I talk about this all the time. When you bring people to your web page, it doesn't mean that they're gonna come back, but if you can capture their attention with some kind of freebie, let's say if you're running a catering company, you give them maybe free delivery. All you ask for is their name and email address. And the reason for that is maybe they don't have time to look at your menu, but they look at that free delivery and in their mind, that's a lot of value. So they'll leave their name and email address and then they'll leave and life happens, something comes up. But then you have that info, you can remarket to them. You can send them an email, follow-up email. I would recommend sending them an email right away, thanking them for visiting your website and giving them that code for the free delivery, and then following up again, obviously automating all this and sending them a second email maybe the next day talking about how great your services are and what makes you better than the competition. These are things that you need to think about, because if you start running campaigns and you don't have this in place, then you're losing out on a lot of money. So don't forget, guys, 3 steps: your reputation, social proof, making sure your reviews are up there, your website SEO best practices, making sure the foundational SEO optimizations are in place on your web pages, and thirdly, opt-in of your website, capturing that name and email address so you can remarket to them and you can nurture that lead. And another thing you guys need to remember is that some people are not ready to buy right away. So by nurturing that email, sending them follow-up emails, you can eventually get them to order from you. And that's all for this week. I hope it was helpful. Please comment below and let me know if you guys have any other questions. And remember, I do 45-minute free consultation. Let's talk about your business and take your catering or restaurant business or any kind of food business you have, if you have a meal prep, to the next level. Comment below and now go get them this week.